not sure if you want to play this game, Putnam.
Oh, I'm sure, Lucas.
Please sit. Put your money on the table. Welcome. The cards can illuminate your future. I have a feeling you're in danger.
Actually, I prefer to read your fortune. I see your next client is here to kill you. Oh, how I've missed you, Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. So Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows takes place a year after the original Sherlock Holmes. We are reunited with our hero, Sherlock Holmes, played by Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Watson, played by Jude Law, and Irene Adler, played by Rachel McAdams, and a newcomer, Naomi Rapace. I can't remember the character's name. Sherlock Holmes is facing his most cunning villain yet, Professor James Moriarty. They are going across Europe in a battle that could change the course of history. I have a guest with me. If you may know him, he's been in my 2 reviews already. He's been in my collaborative review of The Room with my brother Alex, my friend Cody. It was also my review of Saw 1 during the Halloween Horror-thon. I'd like to welcome Lucas, LCSteeler16.
What's up, guys?
He loved the crap out of this movie.
This was amazing. The acting was amazing. The CGI work was amazing. The camera work with the forest scene, which was probably my favorite scene in the movie, was perfect down to the last detail. I could only find one flaw in it, but we'll discuss it later. The plot was perfectly detailed. When Sherlock Holmes was able to see everything perfectly, that was awesome.
I loved the plot this time around. I loved how they're raising the stakes, especially on a very emotional level too. I love the acting. Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law have like perfect chemistry. I love the characters, especially the new one, James Moriarty. I can't remember the actor's name, but he was great in this movie. I loved how he's always one step ahead of Sherlock Holmes, which gave it a great villainous role in the forest scene in particular. That scene, I had my jaw dropped and my eyes wide open for that entire scene, and I had goosebumps the entire way through. Just the camera, the slow-mo and everything was just, the way how it was choreographed was just freaking phenomenal. I love the CGI. I love the soundtrack too.
Soundtrack was pretty good for this
and
movie.
The fight scenes, I mean, when you can see what Sherlock Holmes can see, it's so cool. It was a very funny movie too.
It was hilarious at the most part.
I think we could agree of what we don't like about this movie the most. Naomi Rapace, who is, if you remember her, she was in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the Swedish version. She was great in that movie, but in this one,
nah, not really.
She was just okay. It's a great film otherwise. We're gonna give Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows 4.5 out of 5 stars. I want to thank Lucas for joining me in this review. I will see you guys with my top 10 best and worst films of the year.
Peace out.
Oh, seriously, do it. Do it. Do it.